Peña of San Jorge, one of the highest points in the area, now marked by a large-sized cross, is the site of the remains of what years ago was a hermitage dedicated to this soldier saint, where several ancient burial places can still be seen. From this impressive vantage point, one of the best panoramic views of the local area can be obtained, and of special interest in particular are the collection of religious buildings of Santo Domingo, with the monastery, convent and the Guzman's Tower. Under these rocks there exists an impressive corridor of traditional wine cellars dug out in the earth and taking advantage of the natural inclination of the slopes, where the old working methods for obtaining wine can be studied. For the purpose of keeping alive one of the most important historical examples of traditional architecture in this wine country, an old wine press has been restored. Here the grapes were pressed, with the separation of the pulp from the skins, to obtain the sweet must that would turn into the famous wines of this area that is exceptionally productive. Nowadays, this wine press is used as a guest house, offering a welcome break for walkers on the El Cid route, but also as functions room for the local people too, where they hold some of their most traditional celebrations. To give an example, there is La Machora, which takes place at the end of October. The whole day is spent preparing for a dinner based on the Machora sheep and cooked in bronze pans, ending with traditional folk songs at the Casa de la Villa. Calaruega is included on the Ruta del Cid as it passes through the province of Burgos after starting out from Vivar del Cid, making its way via the capital and travelling down towards the southeast heading for Soria. Afterwards, it goes in the direction of Guadalajara, Zaragoza, Teruel, Castellón, Valencia, and ends its journey in Alicante. Camino del Cid, or Path of El Cid, is a phrase that has become much more widely known and used in the last few years in the context of cultural and historical tours. It is important to advise travellers that if they are attempting to follow the Path of El Cid and visit the cities, towns and villages that mark it out, they must use their eyes to see the present, but their imagination in order to recall the countryside and art that El Cid actually saw in the second half of the 11th century.